Road House in Clearwater, Florida. I am your host and ring announcer, Michael James, and this is WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. We have a great show this evening, so without further ado, let's get underway. Our opening contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. The Dojo Hunters, and their tag team partner, the Private Eye, Slade Porter.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams, joined by one half of Dark Clouds, Eric Darkstorm. He's an MC, he's a musician, he's a card show promoter of trading card games and Pokemon, and oh, by the way, he's a commentator. What's up, buddy?
I think I'm going to hire you, Trevin. I want you to come with me. Can you do that everywhere that I go? That'll make me sound really cool.
I love it. Tonight, WWN presents WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. Get things started with a 6-man showcase. Private Eye, Slade Porter. He is something else, excuse me. Hanging out with the Dojo Hunters. I'll get English out today.
So that guy's a private eye. That's why he was asking me all those questions.
And their opponents.
I promise I didn't do it.
Rafael, Delgado, and the Puertorican Hound, Rafael Gonzalez.
Bit of an odd trio here, but 3 really good guys. A lot of experience back-to-back here, Eric.
Hey, that was a great way to put it. Definitely an odd trio. We'll leave it at that, Trevin. Looking good.
Always confused to see how John Strange finds his way out of the asylum, but he does.
He made it to the ring pretty well today. I'm proud of him.
To the building I'm usually more curious about. About to get things underway. Our official Jay Taylor up to his eyeballs here, trying to get these guys under control. Who's going to start things on the Strange team?
Looks like Strange might be starting it off. I don't think he was going to get out of the ring either way.
You're exactly right. Ryan the Sensei getting things started for his team. Dojo Hunters, they have been looking for a 3rd member, Eric. They're really looking to be a trio. Hold on.
I don't know if this is going to work out for him against Strange.
Ryan was demanding a bow, and of course taking advantage, and not the way Ryan was hoping, I think, here. As Strange sweep the leg, Johnny.
Hey, I'll give it to him. That was beautiful.
And following right back up to here, Strange. He's got something in mind and tossing Ryan into the corner here. What I was starting to say is the Hunters, as stated, they actually started off as opponents once in a fatal 4-way and ended up in a different type of trios match as Slade Porter tagged in, and that's where they realized they had the chemistry, and now they're in some ways trying out Slade Porter here as Ryan is insisting Slade charge in.
Not a good look. Looks like Strange firmly in control so far.
A beautiful, beautiful suplex there. Now here comes Rafael Delgado.
Hey, I tell you what, this guy's no joke. He's a stout guy. I've wrestled him before, and He'll move you around.
2 count only, and as you're watching right now, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're on youtube.com/WWNLive, and mistake there, Ryan, trying to take out Delgado, or facebook.com/WWN promotions, or heck, Club WWN on demand later on, every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate you joining us as Delgado just took out Bond.
Hey, I think he'll take it either way he can get it, but it looks like he might be hurting from that knee right now.
And a boot to the face from Slade, and indeed, smart move by Slade. Leg is hooked. You take out the knee of Delgado, and all that size, all that Platano power just doesn't mean a lot here, Eric.
Doesn't mean as much when you're laying down.
And you see Slade trying to mock, really incite his opponents.
Let's try to get out of that corner. That's no man's land right now.
Hard to believe, but Ryan's only in his first year in the sport. Trained by David Mercury and Jay Lethal, and really one of those guys who I think has worked really hard to transition to our sport, a 2-1 MMA record. And look at the unity here of the Dojo Hunters. Elbow after the neck breaker. And isn't it? And Puertorican Hound Dogg quickly breaking things up.
He's seen enough. I'm really waiting to see him get in there and get his hands on one of these guys.
Yeah, it's our first time seeing Hound Dogg in quite a while. We'll talk a little more about that once Hound Dogg does get in the ring, if he does. El Cazador, though, Castillo, lots of elbows going after Delgado, and the pin. Delgado finding a way to still be in this thing from Land of Wonder, as Delgado says. The Mad Hatter has been running that way over a year now. A much different look and really personality for Delgado from when he started in the sport about 6 years ago. And I think it's working well for Rafael as Brian tagged in.
Not working so well right now. Looks like ever since he got his knee banged up earlier, he hasn't really fully recovered.
That's a very good point. You know, there's the long game and there's in this moment. And in this moment, the Dojo Hunters are in control.
I got to give it to them. They look pretty good early on here, and they figured out a way to isolate this guy, and that's going to be the best strategy for any tag team.
The wheelbarrow unity right there. The official, you can see a little confusion on who's legal there. And there's Big Dogg again breaking it up.
I'm a big fan already. I told you he can't wait to get his hands on these things. He told me earlier he's going to eat one of these guys up. And I believe it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Slade's faced off against every one of his opponents in this matchup. We haven't seen a lot of Slade Porter yet. And maybe
he might be investigating from the aprons, though.
Dojo Hunters choosing to stay with their own, and now Slade's starting to get a little frustrated. One of those take your ball and go home moments, but
howdy face.
It's still not working out for Delgado, getting choked in the corner, and now getting held on by Slade as well. And you see John Strange, Big Dogg, they're just frustrated. But all it's doing is leaving Delgado exposed.
Letting their emotions get the best of them, and it's not helping them in this match.
Eric, you're a tag team specialist. What do you do when you're watching your partner getting beaten on? Which again probably doesn't happen often because it's a beast, but nevertheless, you got to get frustrated in those moments, and what a Samoan drop.
Oh, great Samoan drop. Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to do, but you know, you got to keep your composure because whenever you get in the ring, stuff can happen. If you're not legal, the referee is going to get involved. You really got to keep your composure.
And we finally got a tag. Here comes Puertorican Hound Dogg, and now begrudgingly, no. Slade said, you know what, you don't want to tag me in. When I want to get tagged in, I'm not coming in. I think the private eye is taking his investigation elsewhere.
Another chop to the back, the disrespect.
Well, think about it from the perspective of Ryan the Sensei as Castillo also charging in. That chop, that had to be sudden. It had to be a shock to the body.
Complete body shock. Now we're going to get a shock to the face.
The double noggin knocker and Slade Porter all the way back at the entranceway watching on thinking, hey, you guys blew it.
That might be it, Trevin.
I think you're right. Oh, no. Caban El Cazador. Castillo, many names.
Did he leave?
I think Slade's just watching the damage from a distance as Ryan goes head first.
He's going to need his magnifying glass from all the way over there.
Things are going bad for the Dojo Hunters. I think the hunt for this dojo is about to be crushed in the corner. I think the ring just moved, Eric.
The ring moved 3 feet.
Ow.
Uh-oh, what's Strange up to?
Nothing good.
The momentum behind that. And now Delgado's looking for a little payback from earlier.
And gonna get it, running chop. The entire body of Ryan the Sensei has turned red. From the chops to the back, the chops to the front. And
chops to the back, chops to the front, chops from every angle. How much more can he take?
I think Ryan is in a bad way here. Triple chops.
I can feel it from here, Trevor.
You know it feels like it is not fun. Castillo being kept out here by John Strangeball inside of the ring. Face first goes Ryan the Sensei, and I think that is it. The 10-7 is enough for the win.
Here are your winners. The team of Insane John Strange, the Puertorican Hound Dog, Rafael.
Someone tell John Strange the match is over, and he won.
You're not kidding, flying over the top rope. Take it out, Castillo, just for fun.
The only way I'm jumping out of that ring is if it's on fire.
That is the opposite of John Strange. I don't blame you, by the way, Eric. You are a smart man. John Strange is a madman.
I will agree. Comes away with the win today.
Dojo Hunters being... Oh, you can see it's actually Castillo carrying Ryan to the back. If they make their way back the hard way is Strange having a little fun with our official Jay Taylor. A unique way to get things started here. 6-man showcase, Monday Night Mayhem. And what are we looking at here?
Group hug, group hug.
There you go.
I feel the love in the arena tonight.
You love to see it. Jay Taylor, he wasn't crushed. He's full of sweat now, that's for sure.
Hound Dog just stole a funnel cake from ringside. He got to get his carbs in. And a beer.
And a beer. Why not? That's how to get things rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem is all about. Stay tuned for more.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. Weighing in at 220 pounds, Hayden Seal.
You just heard Michael James right there. Hayden Seal making his WWN Proving Ground debut here. Going to be facing off against IKKI in just a moment, and it's going to be interesting to see here, Eric, because here's a young man who's going to find himself in a position just like IKKI was not long ago as the new kid on the block. Let's see what Hayden Seal can do.
And his opponent. He is fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico, by way of St. Petersburg, Florida. Weighing in at 181 pounds, beyond reason, E30.
You heard it in the announcement, IKKI indeed started his training with Jay Lethal and St. Pete, went to Mexico where he was able to train with guys like Flamita, Bandito, Ricky Marvin, Skyday. I mean, it's kind of mind-blowing to think about the people that put their time in to help teach this young man about 5 years into the sport now. And I know you've been there, done that, Eric, but you got to think with those kind of credentials, this guy's coming in with a heck of a pedigree.
Well, you know, that tells me that he's done his homework and that he loves the sport. And whenever you're willing to train with that many different, you know, legends in the sport, it just shows me you got the drive that it takes to go to the next level. And I couldn't be more curious to watch this match, Trevor. I don't know much about the other guy, though. Where's he from?
So Hayden is about 1 year in the sport, trained out of the Nightmare Factory. You might have heard of a guy named Cody Rhodes.
That rings a bell.
Don't know what that guy's done in our sport, but nevertheless, kidding aside, Cody Rhodes, Billy Gunn, Jonathan Gresham, all talents that Hayden Seal spent the time under.
So he's a Georgia boy, huh?
And learned a ton from a lot of great talent in that neighborhood.
I'm partial because I was born in Atlanta. I represent.
Amen.
Hey, so I might be rooting for him.
Places you've seen him: New South, One Fall Wrestling, TWE, Crash Course. Really a talented young man. Went to college literally for sports and decided to leave to go to wrestling school. And oh, by the way, he had a full ride to college. He wanted professional wrestling that bad.
Well, we know that he's not the smartest guy, so that's definitely an advantage for pro wrestling.
Well, hey, you know what? If you love the sport of professional wrestling, you gotta love the history. And that's Territory Tees, my friend, where nostalgia meets the ring. Maybe we'll be talking about Hayden Seal or Iki in the future as we think about the legends, the timeless moments, the logos. And in this geography, I know we were talking about Atlanta, this geography, Championship Wrestling from Florida, you can get all the t-shirts that represents those moments. Bruiser, Brody, you got all of the WWN logo brands, and of course the American Giant. But right now, in the ring, we are watching the future of our sport. And while you're enjoying it, you should hit territorytees.com to get you one of those great t-shirts. He and I, as an Eric and I, have a line of sight from the booth here of Territory Tees. But nevertheless, always get excited for the history of the sport, which is why we were both getting so excited about the talent that taught these guys.
Absolutely, and great show of fundamentals so far. These kids are really well versed, and I'm actually on my phone right now going to Territory Tees. I gotta get one of those Bruiser Brody shirts.
You can just walk right over there and get it after the intermission. Wow, look at the beautiful leapfrog, and now caught with a flying head scissors by Iki. And as you said, both men showing the fundamentals. And really what we're seeing here is a bit of tit for tat. These guys seem to have each other well scouted.
I'll agree 100%. The only thing you got to factor in, it's a good 95 degrees here in South Florida.
And humid, and humid.
You're not always ready for that, Trevor.
Well, that is one of those things. I'll give both of these talents. Any talent you'll see here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be in some damn good shape to be able to survive the weather here as
Slick ankle pick.
Well said. Rolling through, floating with ease, and now able to get behind his opponent.
Definitely learned that one in Mexico, Trevor.
It was very lucha style, no question on that one. And the arm being caught here, placement in the center of the ring. And Hayden, I think Hayden was trying to roll through, find the counters, but it's hard to counter when your opponent is a blur.
Might want to regroup here. It looks like he's really got that shoulder trapped.
You got to keep an eye out for that full Nelson slam Hayden's known for. He's beaten many opponents with that. One of those young, just really energetic guys, excited to be here, wanted to show what he can do in a proving ground ring, and saw it coming. You called it, saw it coming.
Went to the well, proverbial one too many times, Trevor. How'd that work out for him?
And a manhandle into the side slam. 2 count only here. Official Donald Houston on the count, but you said it. He, as in Hayden was able to see the flying head scissors and say,
If you're keeping score at home, folks, his Madden IQ is through the roof.
It's Madden IQ, I love it. But it's the truth from the perspective of learning in the moment. Both men incredibly talented, in phenomenal shape as you can see here, and now going against the lucha style Iki.
Nice lucha takedown.
And back to the arm. And the center of the ring as well.
His leg's not long enough to break that one for sure. Looks like he might be a little outmatched here, but I'm going to give him a chance, see what his cardio is at.
This is what it makes Iki a little bit different here. The technical wrestling added to the lucha libre style. Those 2 ingredients sprinkled together. It's a little bit of a hybrid dish, if you will. Makes it difficult to know where Iki's going to be coming from, but right now, here's Hayden swinging wildly.
Nice counter after counter.
Something's going to give it. It's a power slam.
Don't count him out just yet.
Trying to muscle down Iki. The leg is hooked. But a 2 count only. And I got to ask you, Eric.
Got to stay on him right here.
Do you think if Hayden could have got the shoulders down sooner, he had the match?
He was a little hesitant to get him down, and I think that could have cost him.
It's interesting when you think about not just the journey of Iki, but the way Iki learns, a bit of a chameleon. However, I mentioned earlier, and you see the full Nelson right now, that full Nelson slam calls seal the deal. That's what Hayden's looking for in this matchup. But
nice counter. It looks like he had that one scouted.
Oof, but the elbow right there. All of the momentum of Iki being used against him by Hayden.
Nice escape out of the corner.
And a chin breaker as well, and a neck breaker.
That might be what he needs to turn it all the way around.
And you can see the energy on the face here of Hayden, but Iki.
He really needs to stay on him, I think, Trevin. There might be some of that inexperience coming into play.
Well said. And what I was about to say with Iki, with the mask, you can't quite tell where the luchador is, but springboard caught again. Pure, brutal power strength here. And into the Yorinagi. Could it be it?
Didn't get all of it. Solid showing so far, Trevin.
I mean, you can attest when a man comes flying off the ropes to catch that much weight. This isn't like doing a clean from the ground.
How do you train for that one?
Exactly. You don't go into the gym and throw barbells at people. Or maybe you and your partner do, but the average person can't do it.
That private eye is still around here somewhere.
Going again for that Nelson.
I think he went for another reversal, more of a jiu-jitsu escape, try to grab his knee. There it is. Very nice.
It's smart by Iki and a beautiful...
Another arm drag.
Yep, lucha style. And both men pushed
right
each other
to the face, is what we're going to call that one.
To the limit, but you're right. And the elevation on Iki.
Uh-oh, looks like he might be disoriented. This could be it right here. He's got the arm hooked. The Northern Lights with the bridge.
Rolling through. What does Iki have in mind? Decided perhaps his opponent wasn't going to stay down. Known for a corkscrew moonsault. Is that what Iki's going for?
Make a mistake going for this too soon.
We're going to find out.
That's why they call them high-risk moves.
Beautiful into the elbow. Could it be?
And that
is it. Here is your winner, the Reason,
I think you made a good point, Eric. After Iki was able to take down the opponent with the Northern Lights, deciding to go to the corner, the only thought I have is, did Iki start to feel as though there was still life in Hayden, but not quite enough to get him? One of those moments where you say, you know what, if I can dash up, I could get this thing.
That was that intuition, you know, and it takes years. It takes years. That's that it factor that they talk about. And, you know, I got to give it to him. He's just outmatched today. Keep training. We're going to see a lot more out of this kid, I think, in the future, Trevin.
Oh, Hayden Seal was great tonight. I was incredibly impressed for a man with less than a year in the sport. And Iki may have been the victor tonight, but that's a match, Eric, I would love to watch any time again. What a way to keep things going.
Great young talent. Great young talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Not surprising at all, the chorus of boos here from the WWN faithful for Daniel Lacey. Calls himself a grown-ass man, and what he really means by that is, in his mind, the majority of wrestlers in our sport thinks they don't belong in our sport. They're undersized, underdeveloped, not athletic, boring, plain old, quote-unquote, ugly, or just, again, not an athlete. They don't have the gear, they don't have the tan, they don't have the look, they don't spend the time to be the performer that Lacey is.
I gotta tell you, I couldn't agree more with this guy. I feel like he might have stole my game.
Well, Lacey has a chance to show what he can do against the Beast.
Real excited to see Leeroy Shogun tonight. Been looking forward to this.
The baddest man alive. I think there was a day Mike Tyson might have argued about that, but I think if Mike showed up, Iron Mike saw Leeroy, he'd probably be like, damn, you're right.
After that Jake Paul fight, I don't think he can talk anymore.
Yeah, sometimes age versus youth does make a difference, but Seriously though, Leeroy has been a beast, a unstoppable force here in Proving Ground since returning. No one has been able to beat Leeroy Shogun in a singles matchup, and really Daniel Lacey has had very, very few missteps. Literally, it was against the WWN Proving Ground champion Sage Scott, not a bad guy to lose to, as well as Rich Ford Ayala, who is now our FIP Florida Heritage champion and truthfully barely made it past Daniel Lacey. So I look at this matchup as really two of the top guys coming up in WWN Proving Ground, guys who both could argue they deserve a shot at the WWN Proving Ground Championship.
I watched that match with Sage Scott. I was here for that one. That was a great match.
And you get the point then. It's
Absolutely.
really one of those moments, whoever wins this match, I dare say, you are not only moving up, but WWN officials have to take notice.
Locking up like two bulls here, really neither man giving an inch.
And it is a true lockup. Finally, the official getting in there.
Two true heavyweights, too.
You're not wrong about that. And that's one of the points back to Daniel Lacey and his whole point about being a grown-ass man. You know, his whole thing is he wants the sanctity of the sport. He wants people to actually look like wrestlers, as already pointed. He wants to say, hey, hit the gym on top of being good in the ring.
I couldn't agree with him anymore.
And it's not a hobby to him. See, there's a lot of guys, and I will respect this, a lot of guys love to wrestle on the weekend.
The weekend warriors.
Exactly. Quick pin and a quick kick out. But Lacey's point is he eats, sleeps, and breathes professional wrestling 24/7. And his goal here, is to weed out anybody who he thinks doesn't belong in the sport. I might need to
talk to him after this match. But you make him sound so cool the more you keep talking about it.
You two will either love each other or hate each other, not gonna lie. Leg is hooked. But here's the thing, you can't say any of that about Leeroy Shogun. The guy is a legitimate fighter.
I'll tell you the difference I've noticed with this match opposed to the earlier match, or watching this at home as a young wrestler. Notice these guys aren't wasting any motion, they're not wasting any movement, and they're not leaving their opponent down without grabbing a hold, grabbing a arm, grabbing a head. Get whatever you can get.
You can't give either man room, because if you do, you're gonna see things like this. And it's a beautiful hip drag. You're right, it might have been more of a hip toss than an arm drag, and that's the thing. The way you saw Lacey taken off his feet right there, only Leeroy Shogun could do something like that.
Very nice.
And when you look at Shogun, I mean, this man is trained in 5 martial art disciplines, a master in 2. He's won 4 international karate tournaments.
When you get headbutted in the face, I don't think any of that matters as much, Travis.
True, but when you get booted in the face like that, you might be catching a head in the front row. And the last plug to Leeroy is, he beat 3 men in 1 night during that tournament. So you probably do get used to getting headbutt and beaten on. And now you're Daniel Lacey, who has had great showings. It's time to put up or shut up, and could have been it.
Barely got out of the way of that one.
That wasn't a mistake from Leeroy, because think about it, he put himself out there going for that spinning back fist.
It's back and forth action so far.
And this is one of those things a lot different than the other martial arts, the ability to be outside the ring and have the fight continue. What's Lacey doing?
He's not a grown-ass man.
Put on the brakes for that one.
A little bit of a mistake, goading Leeroy, saying, oh, I'm smarter than jumping out of the ring. Well, you're on the wrong part of town, my friend.
Look how that one worked out for him. Right hand to the face.
Things going to be a little more lax here outside of the ring. The strikes. Got a great crowd here tonight.
Anything can happen outside of that ring.
Amen, my friend. It's Labor Day. We appreciate you joining us, whether you're watching at home, whether you're here now actually watching in post. Either way, we got great fans here at the OCC Road House Snap Suplex. You definitely got to join us if you're ever in Clearwater, vacation, or for any reason. And what's Leeroy got in mind? Ouch. Just the elbow to the sternum and the pin. It's full physicality here, Eric. Everything hurts more when you're this size.
100%. I'm just kind of sitting here admiring this. I'm glad I'm not getting hit in the face today.
Amen, my friend. Amen. Lacey started his career trained by Devon Deadly. Learned some of those hard knocks.
That's the ultimate equalizer there.
It sure is, using the ring as a weapon. And then, of course, Lacey spent that time in Memphis where I think he really both polished himself as well as gained the mentality that has made Lacey the star that he is now and going for the pin.
I was smart trying to capitalize. You don't know how hurt he was.
And going back to the back as well, like you said, using the ring as a weapon. You can attest those ropes do not feel good on your back.
At all. And you can tell you learned that in Memphis. I'll have to say I learned that in Memphis too. Stick to a body part and stay on it.
And we're seeing Leeroy in a bit of trouble here. It's not very often you see Leeroy Shogun off his feet.
Well, like you said, we use that top rope to his advantage. That steal is unforgiving.
So is the turnbuckles. Lacey now goading Shogun, who's got the paint on the face. There's the pin.
So these guys starting to slow down a little bit.
You already mentioned the heat here, the humidity.
I've done a gauntlet match in this very arena, and a near fall won. Ooh, I didn't know that was it. And
smart counter and another attempt here, roll up.
You gotta wonder if Shogun was playing possum a little.
Could be. We're seeing signs of life here.
Possum to the face.
But to your point again, you can see really both men wearing down here as Lacey with the reversal. And able to hit a drop kick. Elevation from a guy the size of Lacey, and is it enough?
Well, you can tell even as this match goes on, you gotta be in top-notch physical shape to endure this South Florida heat. I don't care who you are.
You were starting to make the point you were in a gauntlet match a while back here. You can check that out.
Well, around the fourth match, if someone would have brought me a water, I think I would have been able to go 2 more.
It's a difference maker. I mean, you're not joking. It really is. That's the challenge here. Again, that's one of the things different about other combat sports. There's no breaks here in professional wrestling. There's no rounds.
Unfortunately, there's no 30-second timeout. There's no break. One shot, one take, all you get. Looks like he's trying to fight out of this chin lock.
And it is the signs of life of Lacey. A big chop to the chest.
I'll tell you what, I'll just hit you instead.
There's a big target there in the chest of Shogun.
He said, at least you got gear, but I'm still going to chop you.
These are both really big men. I mean, you can attest too. You're a pretty tall guy yourself.
The face, absolutely.
A brutal knee to the face.
So he's able to sidestep that into electric chair. That was beautiful, Chadwick. That was beautiful. He might be able to beat him if he can go for the cover.
This is the challenge right now, Eric. Both men not only showing the effects of the matchup, but it takes a lot to be able to recover after something like that. Lacey, of course, taking the brunt, but what did it take out of Shogun just to deliver?
Absolutely. Talk about getting your second win. People that aren't athletic may not understand that analogy. Looks like these men are going to see who can fight back and get their second win now. That might be what it takes to win.
Shogun in control, perhaps. Lacey trying to goad in Shogun, but able to catch him as well. And there's the boot. Will the third be the charm? What a savate kick. But you notice Shogun won't go down. Could you imagine being across the ring from a monster like Shogun in that moment?
You gotta be wondering, what's it gonna take to put this guy down?
And we're perhaps gonna see here as Lacey charges in, caught by the boot. Off the top, you gotta be kidding me. Taking Lacey down head first.
How much did that take out of Shogun?
I don't know how Shogun got the heck up there. Either way, Shogun first to his feet.
These guys are on Dream Street, both of them.
We're gonna find out in a minute what Shogun got in mind.
Not today.
Wow, back body drop.
Not today.
Can't believe Lacey was able to get the big man up and go for the DDT.
Is that gonna be it?
Possibly.
Ooh, that was close. Out of desperation, but he almost came away victorious.
Only takes 3 seconds. And was it going to be the shock and awe?
That's it right here.
Caught for the leg lariat. And you can see Shogun's showing the signs of the damage to the back, but
trying to shake it off. Oh, but it's not working for him now.
Might have made a mistake on going, trying to get Lacey up there. Now Lacey sees the damage, but oofed into the pelvis savate kick.
Of his own.
And a springboard. No, Lacey had the answer. And a big lariat.
Turned him inside out.
Took the words out of my mouth. And here it comes right here, the Top Gun. If it hits, especially with the exposed knee, this is it.
Can he capitalize?
I think we got a winner. We do.
Here is your winner.
Great match. He definitely earned that one.
Daniel Lacey.
I gotta say right now, Leeroy Shogun, the entire match, full force, full throttle, but it was Daniel Lacey, I dare to say, outthinking the big man. You called it earlier on in the matchup, Eric, using that rope as a weapon. The back became weakened, became really the problem for Shogun towards the end. And then, of course, Lacey exposing the knee, able to hit that running knee that he calls Top Gun. And even a man the size of Leeroy can be knocked out for just those 3 seconds.
And now he's mocking him, just the utter disrespect. But I tell you what, he's feeling himself, and he's not wrong. Lacey's not wrong. Shogun's an unbelievably tough guy. For him even just to be able to shake that off, Trevin, and almost win the match is impressive.
No shame in defeat, but
blows him a kiss, adding insult to injury.
Yeah, I wouldn't stick around too long and poke the bear when it comes to Leeroy Shogun, because I think as Leeroy recovers, he's going to be an angry, angry man. Big win here for Daniel Lacey, but Leeroy Shogun, he will live to fight another day. And if I'm Daniel Lacey, I hope there isn't a rematch in his future. Big win once again, but you and I both know, no way, Leeroy's going to come twice as hard if these two ever face each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Atomic coming off of a heck of a showing about a week ago here on WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem against Jared Diaz. I'm talking destination viewing. You need to check that out after tonight's event ends. Available, of course, on demand right now on YouTube, as well as Club WWN. The history between Atomic and Jay Sky has been going on for quite a while. We'll talk a little more about that in just a moment. After Jay Sky gets out here. That is one intense man. Yeah, and wasted no time here, and I'm not surprised at all. Like I said, story between these two has been brewing for quite a while. These two had a time limit brawl. Atomic was calling out Jay Sky, saying, I could have beaten you, and ultimately it was actually Jay Sky getting an opportunity against Richard Adonis in what was billed as the final fight for the WWN Multimedia Championship. And Atomic cost Jay that match, and the bad blood has just continued since. And finally, they're getting a face-off here. Perhaps we'll see at least to some extent here, Eric, conclusion between the issue with these two men. But maybe not. Who the hell knows? They might fight all night.
Well, they're not getting paid by the hour. And these guys came out here with a purpose. Looks like there's definitely some bad blood here, Trev.
And back to the point, you saw Jay Sky did not take more than a moment to come charging into the ring, wanting to get his hands on Atomic. You got to remember, Jay and Adonis especially, the long history between the former Rapture members. and the issues they had together. Well documented both here on Proving Ground as well as Full Impact Pro. Speaking of which, Full Impact Pro will return on October the 12th. It is Fallout, and man, Eric, am I excited. 30-man Southern Stampede. 2 men start, new man enters every 90 seconds. You get eliminated by over the top rope, but get this. If you eliminate an FIP champion, including WWN Multimedia champion, you get the challenge for that championship in the second half of the event. If you win the Stampede, you challenge the Full Impact Pro World Heavyweight Champion, August Archois, who, by the way, today has tied John Davis at 632 days for the longest reign as FIP World Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations, August Archois.
Congrats. Yeah, John Davis, you talk about the OG, triple OG.
OG, one of the best ever, nevertheless. WWNLive.com, tickets, info, live stream, everything you need to know about Fallout. J-Sky and Atomic, by the way, have been entered in the list of men for that Southern Stampede. You got to think, obviously, both would love a chance at the FIP World Heavyweight Champion. But right now, they are only focused on each other. What elevation!
Threw him through the roof.
Almost into the giant fan, and what a senton as well.
The only thing I'm wondering about that, Trevin, I think I might hide a 6-pack of water under the ring for that match. Don't tell anyone.
Smart, you can sell it. And you can see here, Atomic in some trouble. Jay flying into the corner, and I think for Jay, if he's able to defeat Atomic tonight, it's a little bit of not just the vindication, but maybe gives him a new lease on where he wants to go next. Having Adonis pulled away from him, never getting really the conclusion that Jay had hoped.
You can tell these guys don't like each other. It's more physical than you would anticipate.
Back to the point, wasting no time.
They know each other really well, too. Counter after counter. And counter that one.
And throwing caution to the wind. That's the thing here. When you watch what these two are doing, the way they're moving, especially Atomic, I think Atomic's willing to hurt himself just so that he can hurt J-Sky that much more.
You can never account for that, Trevin.
I don't trust anybody that fights without boots. Just being honest.
Well, it says he's trained by Low Key. Do I got that right?
Indeed, he spent some time training with Low Key.
Looks like he got some of that intensity.
And he's got a Muay Thai background as well. That's really why he's geared up like that. But I'm still serious, man. I don't trust. Look at this floor, man.
Absolutely, and he's just walking all over him. Just disrespect.
Shows a toughness. J-Sky in a bad place here. Get kicked right in the gut. Nowhere to go.
Solid kick.
With a solid post behind Sky.
Come on, back in the ring. Let's go, guys.
Nowhere to go. Nothing to give. When bone meets steel, something's got to give. And more times than not, it's not the bone.
And right now, you're going to see here as the jaw-jacking from Atomic, another kick there, concussive force right to the sternum. And you can attest to this, Eric. You've been there. You've been hit like this. Sternum can only take so much. I think a lot of people don't realize it's almost like an X mark on your body of, hey, this is the weakest point, hit me here.
I think Brian Atomic's aware of that. They say it takes like 12 pounds of pressure, I believe, to break a sternum.
I don't think you're wrong. And now you see the knee to the back, the jaw-jacking continuing. Awkward angle to the neck. It's interesting to see Atomic, a guy who's been in the sport about 5 years. We pretty much watched him grow up before our eyes here.
What a great takedown. I think he said something to him right there. It might be why he's missing. Maybe spoke too soon.
Definitely think Atomic thought he had the kill, and now J-Sky starting to fight back. And you can see right now, in a lot of trouble here, Atomic on the defensive. The Sky charging in, and it's not a mosh pit I want to be in.
It's like an Atomic sandwich. And Falcon Arrow goes for the cover. Is that going to be it?
Oh, close. Very close. And back to that point about the issue between these men. Coming in here, you had to think it was festering. You had to think both guys just couldn't wait for this fight.
They couldn't even wait for the bell. Double underhook.
And I can't believe Atomic able to power up.
Great strength, great core strength to be able to counter that.
But was caught in the sunset flip. However, when's the last time you saw somebody hit with a palm strike to the face out of a sunset flip?
It's very well versed in MMA.
And a very prone Jay Sky.
Those low-key head kicks, maybe no. With the big flying forearm.
Jay could have the lights out right now, kick to the face as well.
I don't care who you are. I don't feel good.
See, even the official Donald Houston concerned here for Jay Sky. Jay says he can continue, but Eric, I don't know how much longer can.
He's got him right where he wants him. Looks like he's going for those trademark low-key head kicks, chest kicks.
Takes him down, Jay Sky, and that's what I was going to say is how much longer can Jay Sky stay in this thing?
Starting to definitely wear down. He's stalking him.
And you know those moments, your mind doesn't want to quit, but sometimes your body decides for you, and I feel like Jay's getting closer and closer.
90% humidity doesn't help either.
No, not at all.
Going for another one.
The water's clear because everything else comes out here. We got all the, the water in the air, right? But kidding aside, these two beasts still fighting. Absolute warriors. Leg is caught, and what a forearm.
He's had enough. He's still feeling those kicks from earlier. Big clothesline. Another.
It's the signs of life right here. Jay Sky and a big exploder suplex.
How much did it take out of him? Apparently not much, because he's back up on his feet.
It's the adrenaline flowing, that's what happens.
He's calling for it.
Sizing up. Atomic. You hear it right there, the one in the chamber got the kick. Could be a knockout blow, but Atomic trying to roll over to the ropes.
Setting him up.
We're gonna find out. No, slip out.
These guys are both so sweaty, it's gotta be hard to keep a grip.
Even the second kick did not connect, and usually these are trademark offense of all these athletes. They've got each other so well scouted, but that boot to the face and an enziguri.
Didn't scout that one.
Oh, I cannot believe it. How? How with the Nelson suplex?
How is he still standing?
God, a gut wrench suplex from a Brian Atomic. Where'd the strength come from?
This guy is immortal. How much did that take out of him, Trevor?
That's a good question. You can see the back. Atomic going to levels that you know was physically possible, and I feel like Jay's doing the same here.
He's calling for it.
Caught with a boot.
He didn't call that one. And that might end up costing him.
Jay, no, slipping out again. You already talked about it. Both men are slick. Both men know each other well, and Atomic. No, the counter out by Jay.
He's able to hold onto his arm through that. Oh, that one's gonna leave a mark.
Unique way to hit the backbreaker.
Sit out powerbomb.
Is that enough?
Oh, thought that was it.
2.999, and maybe a couple more nines.
What's it gonna take to beat him?
It's a good question right now. Official beginning to apply the 10 count.
Will either man answer the call?
I'm honestly curious here. You're seeing signs of life, but cannot even imagine what these men must feel like in this moment.
I'll tell you what, they feel like getting the water from under the ring. He's getting out of here. That's actually pretty smart strategy. People might say he's cowardly for doing this, but this is sound strategy.
Sometimes you gotta create the separation, and trying to fly out, caught with a kick here.
He baited him into that.
Jay could be out. Look at Jay, not even able to pull himself off the ropes, just barely caught with that kick.
Oh, he's looking for that water.
You're really obsessed with the agua today. How about a chair? That's a little worse.
Yeah.
Chair will result in a disqualification.
At this point, maybe he doesn't care.
Oh, diving through. God, what a landing head first. And the chair went to the face of Brian Atomic. These men could be knocked out.
Is he gonna call for the bell? Is that considered a disqualification? What's the ref gonna do?
Start a count out, that's what he's gonna do.
Being lenient here with them. That's good to see these guys really fight.
That's one of those moments. Chair was in the wrong place at the wrong time, even if it was Brian Atomic's fault, but the dive from Jay Sky flying into Brian Atomic. Chair in play, Jay landing head first. I'm concerned.
Wow.
I am absolutely concerned about both of these athletes.
It doesn't look like we got anywhere tonight.
There's no chance in hell either man is answering this 10 count. I can't believe they're moving.
And that's it.
That is it, but I still can't believe they're beginning to move here, Eric Darkstorm.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is a
maybe send someone to check on these guys. Neither one can answer the count.
See the official taking a look here. Definitely have some concern.
There, we're gonna get some help from the back.
These men put each other through hell and back.
I gotta say, nothing was resolved tonight, Kevin.
If anything, all it did was leave even more to what to fight about.
They might start fighting again once he wakes up.
I think both men are going to need medical attention when we get them to the back. Definite concern here.
I think he's gonna fight the ref. He might not even know where he's at.
These guys got to stop.
Crowd really showing a respect for that contest.
It's over.
Well deserved. I mean, these two men.
I told you. I called
them apart.
I told you he was gonna fight him some more. These guys aren't done fighting.
It's moments like this that guys have careers shortened because they decide to keep fighting.
Live to fight another day.
You're absolutely not wrong in that.
Following tag team contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. Here we go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hold on. Well, that was shorter than normal. I thought he was going to go on for a while. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half. WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. Trevin Adams along with Eric Darkstorm here in La Elmeria. Oh, boy. They're out here, buddy. They're out here.
I'm trying to stay calm. I promised I wouldn't do anything if I agreed to do this commentary, but they still owe me $400. They only gave me $100.
I believe you. I believe you. These seem like the kind of guys that would shortchange people during the intermission, believe it or not, actually nearly starting a fight out in the crowd.
I'm on my best behavior, though, Trev, so don't worry about me. I will maybe have a word or two with them after the show.
Hey, you know what? I'd love to be there for it, Eric. I'd love to be there for it. Every week I have to hear crap from TJ Brady. I don't even have to be here now. Started inviting himself in the booth.
He looks like he's real angry. Maybe he's got high blood pressure.
No, he says he's pure enough, so I guess when you're that pure, you're that angry.
Fair enough.
I assume that's his defense about looking Irish as an Italian.
Just so you guys know, that's not a real gold chain, or I would have took that for the 500.
Love it. Love it.
I was gonna steal one of the Lemeria shirts, but they were just too small. I couldn't fit it.
In their opponents.
Welcome to the mayhem. You know the words are all food. Your face slam off of the canvas. Damage, I will any
Where's his tag partner?
I think we're going to find out.
Introducing first, he is the last
No Jack McGuire from Jack and Mack.
That lady hates TJ Brady, if anyone was wondering.
It's like KJ has something to say.
Please tear them apart.
So,
Tear them apart.
oh, you know, I need y'all to listen good, because this accent's a little foreign to y'all.
I love it, though.
But I don't know if you've noticed, someone very important is missing. My tag partner and dear friend suffered an injury this weekend, meaning he will not be competing tonight.
Can we get the English translation?
And
I
once
can
it was
understand it.
my idea to deal with these two clowns on my own, our dear commissioner had a better idea, and I'll let him tell you all about it.
Oh, you're hearing right now. Here comes our WWN Commissioner, Rick Danes. Clearly you didn't watch
That's not his tag partner.
Clearly you didn't watch Game of Thrones, or else you would have to be a lot better at accents. Let's hear from the commission.
This is all too familiar, guys. Stop. Give me a break.
Is he gonna fight him?
This is all too familiar with you guys. You think you're gonna cut out of a match tonight because his partner got injured? Well, you know what? Me and everybody here knows that I know somebody who would love to come in and be his partner right now.
Where's Jack?
Oh, you have no clue, huh? You have no clue.
Who you got?
How about the Puertorican Hound Dog, huh?
Here comes the Hound Dog.
He's not waiting around.
Marching in. So what you might have missed, since it seemed like there was a language barrier for you, Jack McGuire injured this weekend. KJ Mack showed up, said, I'll fight these two alone, and Rick Danes said, you know what, no. Puerto Rican Hound Dog would love to get in there. Of course, we haven't seen Big Dog back in the ring with his son, nor TJ Brady, since it was actually Rick Danes.
TJ Brady's throwing a fit, understandably so. I can understand why he wouldn't want the Hound Dog to whoop up on him again.
Of course, TJ and Damien attacking Big Dog Rick Danes with the chain and the knuckles, the brass knuckles. They thought perhaps they had gotten the end of things, but looks like Rick.
Okay, gotcha.
Rick's got something else in mind. Hold on.
Hound Dog's hand probably still hurts from smacking everyone around earlier.
Rick has asked the official Jay Taylor to look for the brass knucks, and I don't blame Jay.
Rick's not budging either. He's serious. He's out here. He's going to lay some law and order down, whether they like it or not.
Hey, welcome to TSA, baby.
Doing an invasive pat down.
That's what you got to do when you're known to smuggle in illegal goods. Of course, it's all fun and games, but at the end of the day, it's time for business.
Well, the bell has rang, and we are underway.
Lemuria are two dangerous men, and said it many times. Damien Gemini, the way he not only turned his back on his father, but the way that he did it, the way that he joined with TJ Brady, it's just inexcusable. I don't know if there's ever going to be a road to redemption for this young man. Not that Damien's even remotely looking for one. Of course, KJ Mack, young man coming over from Scotland and really been spending a lot of time improving his time in the trade, if you will. Hanging out right now under Aleister Black at the Dark Arts.
Showing some nice technical reversals, the way he was able to work that wrist. He's really a craftsman in the ring.
He's been up in New York, multiple promotions in the Northeast. The young man, like I said, been really taking his time in Scotland, a former professional goalkeeper for many teams, goalkeeper in soccer as we call it, football as they call it. And he was actually a little too much of a hooligan, if you will. He actually got a little more into the fighting than the actual soccer itself, and that's what translated into his time here in our sport, because he has a better attitude now, probably getting the aggression out. But as you're watching this, whether you're watching it right now on YouTube, on Facebook, or again, on demand on Club WWN. We already talked about Full Impact Pro, October the 12th. It's Fallout. We've got Shine coming, Shine 84, November the 8th, special Saturday event. Those will stream live as part of your Club WWN subscription. You've got years of Full Impact Pro, WWN Supershow, every Shine wrestling ever, 1 through 83, and so much more. It's only $9.99 a month. Support independent wrestling. I gotta tell you, Eric, we could not do what we do right now if it wasn't for you and your support, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks to you, we get to present awesome professional wrestling like this, especially from our home here at the OCC Road House. So again, WWNLive.com, Club WWN. You need to join the club. Heck, we got discounts on the website as well.
Really can't beat it. I'm a member myself. I like watching myself on TV, and I think you guys should too. It's only $9.99.
Hey,
support indie wrestling.
Last part of the plug, you can watch on Roku, you can watch on Android, Apple TV, web apps. I mean, we are everywhere. Apple, iOS. I mean, I'm serious. We were ahead of our time. We had a Roku app since 2014, and just about every other platform not long thereafter. Ooh!
Definitely find us online and right here in the flesh at the OCC Road House every Monday night.
And speaking of flesh, what do you think about some hamburger meat here, Eric?
It's coming. There's the first order.
Beautiful HD streaming here into your living room, on the moon, wherever the hell you are right now. That's what's so cool about technology these days. I'm going to be honest. I was watching a certain other major company that was broadcasting from Paris on my way here, actually. And I just could not believe we're in a world where you can watch from anywhere in the world, but you just said it. Beautiful senton, broken up by TJ Brady.
I think TJ thought twice about that one.
TJ is maniacal. And so is Damian, by the way. Watch out, there's the chain. Do not trust TJ Brady.
Hound Dogg's got his head on a swivel. He heard that chain and he looked away so quick, and that's what it took to give him the advantage. These guys are smart. I got to give it to you. They're not the best guys you want to hang out with, but they are smart and they are effective.
You said it, and that's the thing. When it comes to Lemuria, there's a reason they're former WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions. Conniving as they are, they found a way to get, at least for the moment, the last laugh against our Commissioner Rick Thames, against Big Dog, Rafael Gonzalez. And that blows my mind, because on paper, you look at these two pipsqueaks and you think, no chance in hell, right? Well, guess what? Not only can these two work together like a unit, you're seeing it here. They can hit you, shock and all. Could it be? Not quite enough.
I don't agree with the way they do things, Trevor, but I gotta say I've been in the ring with them, and you might not think they look like much, but these guys are really good at what they do, and they find a way to win and get the job done.
And that's what it's all about. It's about the unit, and unfortunately in our sport, what the official don't see, hey, it happens, right? And as Big Dog trying to fight out, keep in mind, Rafael Gonzalez, Puertorican Hound Dog, second match here tonight. He was in our opening contest in a six-man. Part of the winning team, but still alive.
Those double knees.
Could have been taken out, and you just said it. You saw it coming. I could watch PTSD in your eyes, Eric. The double knees, and now here comes perhaps a double bulldog.
That's what I would have done, for sure. Follow it up with a big double clothesline, but they're not getting back up.
I don't know if they can right now, that Hound Dog showing that strength. 25 years plus in the sport right now, man. There's your double clothesline. Again, the Hound Dog.
He's taking a nap after that one. He looks a little tired.
I think everybody looks tired after the beating here.
Like you said, it's his second matchup tonight.
KJ Mack, on the other hand, is not looking tired.
He might come in and show us one of those soccer kicks.
Well, as a goaltender, used to bringing things home, saving things for the team, if you will. There's the tag. And here comes KJ Mack. You gotta love the energy of KJ Mack.
Hitting anything that moves.
And used to it. And that's really the beauty of it. Young man loves to fight, has a great attitude, keeps getting better in our sport. Excited to have him down here in Florida. There's Lemuria.
Able to get out of that corner just in the nick of time.
Slippery. That's what they always
slimy.
do. Yeah, slimy. Good word. Good word. There was literally, great job by KJ. I was going to say, a photo of slime in the dictionary. Pinfall.
Got TJ Brady right there.
And unfortunately, Damien Gemini breaking things up. Back to the unity of the team. Official Jay Taylor doing what he can to try to control any of this, but
good luck with that.
And as a tag team specialist, you know how to take advantage of moments like this.
We gotta spend just as much time cheating behind the ref's back as we do anything else. That's just because if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And that's why he just kicked him low, south of the border.
Well and low, the soul silencer. The official has no clue. You gotta be kidding me. Disgusting. Damn it.
Here are your winners.
Well, we spoke on it earlier.
Damien Gemini and Amelia.
These two punk kids, you just saw it there, you called it. Distracting the official by basically instigating Puertorican Hound Dogg into getting back into the ring. Official's back's turned, low blow, soul silencer, victory for Lemeria.
And they stole another one. And you see that Frankie Chiazzo armband right there. Let's not forget about Frankie. And it looks like TJ Brady's up to some Frankie Chiazzo tactics out here.
Definitely some of the darker modes of what Frankie could do.
You might not like him, but they got it done again.
Indeed, Frank would be proud for better or for worse, but as you said, hey, don't they owe you $400? Maybe work for Things Co. Maybe I can get them to let you free and let you maybe go down there and get your money back. What do you think?
I love it. I'm looking
for
you in on the action.
I'm looking for him. No, I'll double it
for you.
I just don't see him anywhere. I'll literally double it for you, but
like I said, that's a fake chain. I don't want that.
We'll talk later. No.
TJ's full of himself right now, Trev.
If we do a collection in the locker room, can you imagine how much money we might come up with? We could be onto something here, but end of the night, bottom line, hard for me to be impartial. Gotta appreciate the fact that these kids find a way, and like those cockroaches, just find a way to survive, Eric. They find a way to survive.
And there you have it. Lemeria victorious. Once again, how's the Hound Dogg feeling right now?
I think the Hound Dogg, when he recovers, there will be hell to pay for Lemeria. As the Puertorican Hound Dogg, appreciate him stepping up to help replace Jack McGuire.
His fans certainly appreciate it.
I know KJ Mack appreciated it. Good seeing KJ again, but hate when the night goes this way. Let's keep things rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Step back, watch him shine. Joe Blazr's here, he's feeling fine. Golden locks, neon green. He's every fan's biggest dream. Blazr, him, he's the king. Fellas wanna be in his ring. Big biceps out to steal. Blazr's got that star appeal. In a blaze of glory, here he comes. The crowd
Proving Grounds in view from Manchester, England. He's here by popular demand. The admired Blazr.
One heck of an entrance here by Joe Blazr. Here by popular demand. I'm not sure I'm seeing the popularity right now, Eric, but you know, I don't necessarily have my finger on the pulse.
I heard that pop and I went under the desk. Trevin, I'm from Louisville. Shots fired.
Blazr may definitely win the 2025 WWN Theme of the Year. Those heck of a banger. It's up there with the Dark Clouds.
The close second.
Close second. Hey, talented young man. We'll talk a little more about the credentials of Joe Blazr, but I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be impressed by what you see in this matchup.
I'm impressed by his hair.
And his opponent.
I know who this is.
can smell him coming.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Get that out of here.
You know, it's kind of nice of Baby Keef to use the grams to help Joe Blazr understand. Usually they talk in stone, kilograms, things like that over in the UK. I'm sure that's why. Might have made more sense to use kilograms instead of grams. But nevertheless, kidding aside, highest man in your city. We've gotten to hang out with Baby Keef a couple times up here in booth as well. Keef is a hoot, a lot of energy. But I got news for you, and you already know well. There is a lot of talent as well when it comes to this man, Baby Keef. It's become, for all intents and purposes, a measuring stick for international talent coming here to WWN Proving Ground. He's basically faced the best from around the world who have come here.
I'll tell you, I just watched Miami Boyz take off a Better Together main event a couple weeks ago, and Baby Keef killed it. It was phenomenal.
We are underway here. Joe Blazr. Oh, hold on.
He's not gonna like this, Kevin.
As usual, the WWN faithful well behind Baby Keef. I think Joe Blazr saying I don't subscribe to that notion, as you just said.
He missed the memo.
He missed the memo. Blazr heading towards decade in the sport, trained by the grizzled young vets. This is a man, when you talk about promotions in the United Kingdom, promotions that people look at, Rev Pro, Future Shock, Burnley Pro, Riot Cabaret in London. This man has held the Burnley Pro Heavyweight Championship, the Future Shock Heavyweight Championship. This is a man that has not only impressed in the ring, he's done stunt work for music videos, for television. Of course, I know you appreciate the music video.
100%.
Believe it or not, he started a Comedy Central show called Out of Order, game show format, over in the UK. This is a talent, I mean, you just saw the handful of hair, kind of beat me to it, who is, well, he is a pretty boy. However, as you're seeing tonight, he's also got a bit of an attitude.
Got a mean streak.
No question whatsoever. He's been enjoying his time in the United States. I first met him about a year and a half ago, getting to see him in Florida, where he was saying he was loving the gator bites.
He's really got that arm trapped and he's keeping his knee on his face. Baby Keef is trying to work out of it. Go back to the hair.
But you notice Keef able to quickly spring back up.
This ain't his first one, you know.
Now, Keef, I think, is very used to people trying to use the hair as a weapon. You see the strike right there, the kick. And if you want to talk about an away game situation as Baby Keef mocking his opponent, Joe Blazr, once again, I mean, this is Baby Keef's home. They may be doing 305 chants. I get he's from Miami, but people love Baby Keef here at the OCC. And tell me again about agility.
He's getting them going tonight. Let's say this guy's pure athleticism.
It's a unique atmosphere here, and that's what we love about the OCC Road House. And in fact, man, you want to talk about a way to end the year, Eric? It'll be December the 13th, December the 14th. Wrestle Expo will end the weekend with the WWN Supershow battle for the belts. There'll be live wrestling. There'll be opportunities to meet legends, to meet current professional wrestling talent, live music. More details to come at wwnlive.com. But Wrestle Expo, man, it'll be the place to be the 13th, the 14th. I can't wait.
I've already got my fight. I know I'm ready to see Wrestle Expo.
I heard you might be performing live.
We're still in the works, so
negotiations.
Contract's not signed yet. I try not to talk until it's signed, but
makes sense.
Wish me luck.
I won't start any rumors. I won't start any rumors. Baby chants continue here, mocking Joe Blazr. As Baby Keef perhaps thinking about flying, Blazr smartly gets out of the way.
On the apron, he's going to take advantage of that slip.
A very smart athlete with smart offense here, but you're seeing, of course, the agility of Baby Keef, but perhaps working against Keef in the moment.
hardest part of the ring.
And you can attest what that feels like. Spine, and there's the spine
He
again.
knows that. He's very well that he's going to slam him right into that steel on the side of the ring.
And it's smart. If you're Joe Blazr right now, you've come here from Manchester. You are here to make an impression. As I already mentioned, his credentials overseas, top notch. Had a few opportunities in the United States, and I love. Glad I'm not Baby Keef, but I just love when you see the forearm in the face. Reminds me of old school people like the William Regals, the Fit Finleys. That's who these guys learned from. Joe Blazr's learned from some of the best. And you're seeing it. You're seeing it. And Baby Keef right now, oof, as much as he's become that measuring stick for the international talent, it's going to be tough to beat Joe Blazr.
I can tell Joe Blazr really a technically sound specimen. You know, most European wrestlers are. You can tell the way that he grabs his hold, the way that he grabs his wrist. He's into joint manipulation. He gets it. He gets it.
I know quite a few talents over there in the UK. Big shout out to our evolved ring announcer once upon a time, Joanna Rose. By the way, he used to ring announce Future Shock as well. And I talked to her about Joe Blazr. I talked to her about pretty much any talent coming over here. What a backbreaker. And hold on, leg hooked. And you can tell when someone's impressed when you say a name. And the credentials, the way that Joe Blazr has been described to me by people like her, some of the other talent from overseas, I just don't want to name drop to kind of reveal that they're putting their name on somebody, so to speak. But you get what I mean, and you're seeing it here. A technician, the knee, it's a wishbone. It's literally, we're making a wish.
No wasted motion. Everything he does, he means it. And he came here to the States for a purpose.
Tell me, Baby Keef.
No. Top Baby Keef, you're in with Joe Blazr.
And truthfully, Baby Keef, one of the most impressive athletes we have on the entire roster, whether it's here, WWN Proving Ground, Full Impact Pro Wrestling. Awesome talent. But I just got a question. Keef maybe not realizing it, bite off a little more than he can chew here when it comes to the caliber of athlete that he's facing in the moment.
More than he could chew, but maybe more than he could inhale, perhaps.
I mean, we make the jokes right now, but struggling here.
I make the joke because I'm not in there, but you can tell it's taking a toll on him. Again, it's still 90 degrees plus out here in Clearwater, Florida.
And as much as we watch Keef get better year by year, got to be heading up towards 5-6 years in the sport, I think this will be the difference maker. You hear the people, the 305 chants. Can that help Keef make it back to his feet? Ooh.
That sixth man, if you will. It's gonna take more than 6 men for that.
It's only a
almost
two
had
count,
him.
but
He's arguing with the ref.
You just said it, almost had him. The way the forearm hit the small of the back.
Keeps feeling it.
I mean, I think Blazr, just from the perspective of his opponent, knows how to dissect you, knows how to really take advantage of any inch you give, so to speak.
Very
Blazr's
methodical attack.
I definitely do not envy Baby Keef right now. Ooh, being tossed into the corner. And you saw Blazr not only tossing, but I mean, putting all that extra. Yeah, there is the hot-headedness. What else? To let him get his words out. But my point I was trying to make was threw Keef so hard, went down to a knee. However, now maybe that time to jaw jack with the WWN faithful. Is it enough for Keef to come to?
Another hard buckle. He's able to get the elbow up.
We're seeing the signs of life. Oh, I don't think Joe meant to do that, but
didn't work out exactly as he planned.
No, and well done by Keef, who's now showing some agility, but
that
the back
still getting to him, and he's able to capitalize. That might be it.
Could be. 2 count on the official Jay Taylor right there for the call.
Baby Keef's no slouch. It's going to take more, but you got to wonder how much damage has been done to his back already.
And you see on the mat the bear hug right there from the side, pulling on the ribs. Really smart, really smart.
May not be the fanciest move, may not get you the highest rating, but it will get the job done.
Keef is struggling to breathe. The ribs are being damaged. You can't breathe, you can't fight.
He might not be able to smoke him.
And now there's the elbow. Trying to fight off Blazr, but just
not letting go.
Now Joe's
like a pit bull.
Said it. Like a pit bull.
He might not be the biggest guy in the fight, but don't tell him. Maybe Keef's had enough.
Trying to have enough. Maybe the adrenaline can get flowing here. It's tough for Keef. Finally fighting off Blazr, but so much damage has been done. And Blazr again, grabbing the hair. Knee over, isn't it? No.
I thought that was it. When all else fails, grab the hair.
That spine into the knee. There's the forearms on the back.
I don't know if this camera's really doing it justice. You can hear the smack on his spine from ringside, deafening in the arena.
I think the entire WWN faithful are in shock watching Baby Keef in this much trouble.
They haven't been chanting for a while.
Keef finally finding a way back to his feet.
Rough crowd. Another backbreaker potentially.
No counter! Flying head scissors out of nowhere from Keef.
How was he able to do that?
No clue. It's amazing. The agility of Baby Keef. And now tossing Joe Blazr corner to corner.
Setting him up for the ride.
It's a burst of energy here from Keef.
That's 4 in a row.
And there's the momentum. It's that final burst from Keef. I think it's do or die in this moment, Eric.
Payback. Still favoring that back.
That's the danger here. Is it gonna let out on Keef? But no, Keef able to hit a backbreaker.
Of his own. Taste of your own medicine. Straight from the 305.
And you definitely see Blazr showing the effects and momentum on the side. Helicopter into the European leg lariat. Beautiful.
Going up to the high rent district.
This is indeed the high rent district. And it may be time. No. Joe gets up. Gets caught with a crossbody. Not quite enough.
Thought he had him.
That elevation. I got nervous. We got the giant fan over the ring. Keef can jump so high.
I hope he signed his waiver. Going up one more time. Could we see another crossbody from the top?
The damage that's been done to Baby Keef, slowing down the ascent to the top.
Is that the smartest idea? Maybe not.
Here's Blazr. And if Joe's able to force Keef out of the corner.
Can his back take another blow of this magnitude?
I think a superplex out of the corner, Eric, that'd be the end of this thing. But no, Keef's fighting back.
Still got a hold of that hair, Trevin.
Tossing Baby Keef.
You gotta wonder, could he throw him out for that? Oh,
good God. Could be it. Somehow Keef's still in this thing.
That was cheap. I gotta say, that was cheap. I'm glad to see him kick out.
Blazr's using every shortcut that he can to try to defeat Baby Keef, and now I think you're seeing frustration on the UK star's face.
These fans are not happy about him grabbing the hair.
Something could be no. Keef with a hurricanrana.
Out of nowhere. Shake that off.
And the crossbody coming up and over.
You gotta wonder if that did more damage to his back. Throwing all caution to the wind.
Keef definitely
Flatliner.
full of the P&V.
He's going up top again. This might be it.
Very well could be. Known as
It's it.
the air
It's
drop.
gotta be it.
Definitely is it. 2 and 3.
Sleep with the fishes. Better luck next time.
The young bull, Baby Keef.
It's gonna be a long flight home. Somebody get this man a cigarillo.
Big win here for Baby Keef. Great showing by Joe Blazr. For Blazr's disappointed, but facing off against one of the best we have in all of WWN and pushing Keef to the limit. Would love to see Joe Blazr to WWN ring again, but congratulations, Baby Keef, and you can see what it took out of Keef right now, Eric.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it right now. But he did get the dub, and at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Pretty sure Keef will be looking for a chiropractor tomorrow, to say the least. That's a shiny shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
See upon the entrance here.
I told you to leave this in the back.
It's like they're still not getting along great, Trevor.
The brute Ray Elliott has been asking, you need to get a little more serious, get his head a little more in the game. Had a few moments, a few miscues, and just seeing some of the videos from these two, you just saw it right there. Taking away the cup.
Hey, the cup helps some people, hurts others.
She just wants to flex when you work
Pound for pound, arguably, don't beat me up. Probably the best tag team, I would argue, without Gold. And of course, former champions we have in all the World Wrestling Network.
Hey, they're great competitors. They might not be on my Christmas list, but I give them respect where respect's due. And I am 0-1 against them, so I'm gonna own that. But I'm looking forward to getting my hands on these guys again.
I think you know what's about to happen here.
I don't want to get my hands on him like that.
Some pretty good looking gear. Ed Hudar often a little reluctant, but ultimately usually comes along when it comes to Ori. And that's the thing, you see Uni, fun-loving guy. Better together, fun-loving guys. Ray Elliott right now. Telling Uni to get in the corner.
The Brute, not so much of a fun-loving guy.
Not in the moment. I think Ray has just felt there's been too many missteps along the way from the perspective of getting back to goal. Former WWN Proving Ground tag team champions had a lot of opportunities to get back into that contendership, as well as getting opportunities at the gold, and just it's not going the way that Vice and Violence have wanted.
I gotta ask Trevor, where does a win in this match tonight, where does that factor in on the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team title?
Oh, I think it's crucial. If Vice and Violence defeat Better Together, you are turning heads, you are stepping up in the rankings, if you will. But now if you're beaten by Better Together, well, it just continues to prove how good Better Together is. Not long ago defeated the Metro Brothers at Full Impact Pro.
Thor was really laying those shots in, and now I think he's paying for that.
There's the aggression from the Brute. Come on, 1 in, 1 out. Right, ooh, what a slam.
We've seen him do this before.
And Uni too, a little nonchalant of the pin, but Uni, when Uni's head's on straight, Uni is a hell of a competitor.
I don't think I've ever seen him with his head on straight.
Well, right in this moment you're not, unfortunately, because you saw from that well-done elbow to the nonchalant cover to Ray screaming, Uni, stop posing.
What's in his cup? What does he bring out?
I would send you down to sample it if you don't mind for the night, Eric. You know, the broadcast journalist here. We keep talking about the history of our sport. It's just so awesome coming from Florida here. We are now live. You are enjoying professional wrestling and the history of professional wrestling, and that's Territory Tees, baby. TerritoryTees.com. We're nostalgia meets the ring, and those boots just met the side of the head of Univice. But again, you think about the history of the sport, championship wrestling from Florida. Bruiser Brody, you got the American, the American Giant, and so much more there on TerritoryTees.com. We got the stand set up over here. You also got opportunities to get some of our great WWN logo shirts, but sponsoring us here for WWN Proving Ground, and for sure, Better Together, students of the game.
Beautiful tag team wrestling. I got to give him credit where credit's due. The way he was able to make that blind tag and save his partner, that's what it takes.
Oh yeah,
to the next level.
Oh, Better Together definitely would have fit in perfect with the old championship wrestling from Florida. And now Big Boot takes down the Brute, and a hell of a landing for the Brute. A 2 count only in the ring.
That could have been it. Better Together firing on all cylinders. It looks like you got to wonder, as Uni and the Brute, are they getting along enough to win this match?
Back to the point, I don't think Better Together ever show up here not to win. We've seen how the Better Togethers, and look at Ray Elliott pulls out at our Horvitz.
There you go, he answered my question. You got to be willing to do whatever it takes to get the win. If things aren't going your way, you got to find a way to make things happen. And that's just what he did there. I thought he had it.
Univice going for the kill during the distraction. And now taking that on Ori, and there's the tag to the Brute. And maybe we are seeing Vice and Violence more on the violence side of things.
I know that one hurt. Univice really favoring that knee.
2 count only, and Uni might be hurt. Definitely the way Uni had landed here. Things getting physical fast as Hadar tossed out by Uni.
Takes him with him. Say, we're going to be better together out here. Shot to the head.
I see what you did there, but tossed back in, and Hadar.
For the German.
Could be there's the boot to hit Uni.
Dropping bows on him.
Oh, no!
There it is. Trevin, there it is.
The miscue Ray Elliott after Hadar duck taking down Uni. And is Ray blaming Uni? Double super kicks.
You had to see that one coming.
Think it's it. It is.
I called it, Trevin.
Here are your winners. Hadar
They're just not on.
and Ori Gold. Better Together.
Just not on the same page.
That's the challenge.
It cost him tonight.
I think that's definitely the challenge. Good showing here from Better Together, showing the unity. We saw a lot of aggression coming from the Brute Ray Elliott, probably the most intense we've seen Elliott in a long time. A lot of physicality in a short period there. Still not sure. It looks like indeed Uni knee could be hurt. And of course the miscue. I don't know if I blame Uni for the miscue. Ooh, what's going on in the ring?
This might be the tipping point, Trevin. This might be it.
Damn it, Uni! I can't do this anymore, okay? We will lose match after match after match because you are too stupid to do anything right!
Whoa! What the hell? You can see Better Together get in there. Breaking picking these friends up.
Yo! Listen, I get it. I'm probably the last one to preach about friendships, but come on, man. What the hell? That was a competitive match. You guys are friends. You guys were tag team champions. You beat us. Don't do this. Trust us when we tell you. You guys are not just vice and violence. You guys are better together.
He doesn't find the humor.
Fine. If everything you say is true, give us another shot. Give us one more chance against you guys to prove we are better together, to prove we're better than you.
Fair enough.
You want a match against us? Yeah. Just what happened? Yeah.
You got it.
Let's go.
Next week, vice and violence, better together. Settle this before next week, all right? We'll see you, boys.
Tio's in the smack.
That was a hell of a smack from Ray Elliott to Uni Vice. Uni's limping. Who knows what shape the knee's in, and really, Uni's face. I don't think I've ever seen Uni look like that. I don't know what the hell's going on with these two, but I'm going to call it cooler heads, but I'm not really sure they prevailed tonight. Credit, though, to Better Together for getting in between what could have gotten ugly.
True show of sportsmanship.
No question on that, especially you heard the respect, the fact that Better Together were defeated by Vice and Violence when Vice and Violence became WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions. As a competitor yourself, you understand, you know when you're facing off against the team that has that chemistry, and I can see why they want to
be your best. You want to be on your A game when you're in those types of matchups, and I think that's what the Brew was saying.
The following contest is a mixed trios match scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit and is your main event. Introducing first.
Yeah, son. Exodus. Oh, man.
They hail from Bowling Green, Ohio. Their team of Bobby Bundy, Jack Josh, and the reigning WWN champion, your boyfriend's favorite wrestler, Emily Locke. They are Exodus.
By hook or by crook, Exodus has been on a roll here in WWN.
Whatever it takes.
And their opponents.
Whatever it takes.
She thinks I care. She thinks, you think we care what you think?
Two weeks ago, Emily Locke, thanks to help from the rest of Exodus, becoming the WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion, defeating Scotty Sosa last week. Katalina Perez had an opportunity at that championship thanks to Exodus. Coming up a little short. So, needless to say, you gotta watch the rest of Exodus anytime Emily's gonna be defending the championship. And of course, Exodus' long-standing issue with the Miami Boyz, very interested, of course, in their gold, and Katalina running buddies with the Miami Boyz. It just kind of made sense. These guys all come together here tonight. Give everybody a little chance to get their hands on one another in this 6-person tag team match. Intergender.
Very well said. Miami Boyz bringing a lot of energy out here tonight. Tag team champions. Definitely no slouches. They're ready for this.
Oh, they always do. They always do. And I see, it looks like Emily Locke has the mic. What is going on?
Your champion is talking, so I need silence! Miami Boyz, you clearly have been dogging and dodging my boys because they are clearly... No. That was close. They almost had you, and they are the rightful Proving Ground Tag Team Champion. And little Miss Katalina, I know you're not happy about the result of our match last week. So let's make this match a little interesting. Let's put all the titles on the line. Winner takes all.
Can they do that?
I don't know.
I honestly think Exodus deserves all the gold in this company. My only stipulation is that 305 doesn't put a hand on me, and my boy won't put a hand on you.
Gentleman's agreement.
Exactly, I can touch you all I want.
Are we putting all the titles on the line? Did Rick Thames approve this?
I think I'm being told this is indeed going to happen. I can't believe it. Traditional mixed tag style rules. You just heard it. Women with the men.
Stakes couldn't get higher tonight.
Men with the men. The WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championship on the line. The WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship on the line. Miami Boyz get pinned. They lose the titles. Emily Locke gets pinned, loses her title, and we are underway right now. I already said there's a lot of history here when it comes to the Miami Boyz Exodus. Hold on, pinfall. Of course, Exodus have faced Miami Boyz twice. The first time, they blamed the official for the fact that the legal man was not in the ring in an attempt at the pin. I call that a mistake. It's your fault, Exodus. Nevertheless, Perez, Katalina Perez for the PNV. Tornado tag rematch between these teams. And of course, Emily got involved. Even Baby Keef was involved. Absolute controversy. I can see where Exodus thinks they have a case in. Can't say I agree. Pinfall. Heck, I haven't thought that Emily at all has deserved.
That was smart.
Very smart. Tagging Jack Josh. Really hasn't deserved anything since winning the gold. Stole the gold from Scotty Sosa. Stole the victory from Catalina Perez. Now Chris Malachite in, along with Jack Josh.
Nice Colorado title.
Now I may criticize these guys, can't deny the talent of the team, and already said as a trio, the unity, Exodus is really unstoppable. And as much as we've seen Katalina quite a bit with Baby Keef, don't know how many times she's teamed the Miami Boyz.
Nice reversal there, really wrenching in that top wrist lock back to the side headlock. Nice display of technical wrestling here in our main event.
Can't deny the talent once again of Exodus. They've toured the UK, they worked in Puerto Rico. One time they had 5 tag team championships concurrently, hoping tonight to become the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions.
Off to a decent start.
Believe it or not, Josh, a former college football player, but Chris Malachite says, hey, I got a head scissors that cares less about your history. These guys are pretty full of themselves, let's just be honest. No question whatsoever, and there's a headlock again. What? Refusing to budge. I'll give it to Jack Josh.
Filling each other out. It's still early in this matchup.
Well, and again, normally it's when Exodus is in trouble, there's Emily. When Emily's in trouble, there's the rest of Exodus. So now I get to see all three together. We're going to see what they really can do together when the rules are even. And there's the strength of Malachite. Do not underestimate Chris Malachite. The pin. In comes Bundy. It went body to jack. See what I did there? The body to the jack.
That was good. With the Izzy, even better.
Kick it off.
Get him out of here.
Malachite tagging in Puma. We know how good the Miami boys are. Tag team champions. Oof.
In unison.
I know that's gold you guys would love to get your hands on. Pinfall. 2 times as the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions. Miami boys just so good. We've watched them, I say this a lot, but I mean it, will grow up before our eyes over the last 3-4 years. The talent, just so impressive. And right now, Body Bundy in some trouble.
That'll leave a mark.
Sure will. The official clearing the ring. The pin. Donald Houston doing his best to really watch. And here's Emily once again.
Never wise to take time out to argue with a female, Trevin. You see that one backfire big time.
Chop block takes out the knee, and you are correct. And that was definitely a mistake by Malachite. And you can see, looks like it might be some tape being used as a weapon. The official didn't notice yet. Stakes are high in this one, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, main event here, WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem as Jack Josh with the axe handle. The titles are on the line across the board here. The men, as in Exodus, can defeat Miami boys. They become tag team champions.
I felt that one in the booth.
You said it. Smart going after that knee. That injured knee of Emily Locke is defeated by Katalina. Katalina becomes the WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion. High stakes we did not expect tonight. And gotta give it to Exodus here, Eric. Cutting off the ring. The damage is being done, and now of course.
Might take that leg home with him.
Bundy bending the rules while the official's not watching. Well, as you're watching right now, the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship. Stakes are high for that. Of course, Shine 84, a very special Saturday, November the 8th. It'll be at 6 p.m. Gosh, that'll be a Malachite. 6 p.m. It'll be live here from the OCC Road House. Streaming on WWNLive.com, as well as available as part of your Club WWN subscription. And you got to think right now, all the women, Katalina, Emily, anyone you've seen here on Proving Ground, they want to be there. Shine 84 on November the 8th. Cards could really shuffle a bit. Look at the knee for Malachite.
I told you, he got him earlier, and they're not letting up.
Don't blame him at all, and that's where I was going, was the card shuffling up as we head in. That night, you gotta even think here, just in general, for Proving Ground. We crowned WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions tonight, really under these dubious circumstances as well, because think about it, this is not traditional.
I definitely didn't have this on the bingo card.
I sure did.
It's really just unrelenting on that knee.
Josh has not only targeted the knee, as is the body, Mr. Bundy here. They're using the ring as a weapon. It's the distraction, and now Katalina's had enough, charging over, trying to get her some of Emily, and things are breaking down.
To maintain order in this.
And that's the challenge, while the refs distracted the rest of Exodus, continuing the dissection of the knee of Chris Malachite. God!
That was nice.
Basically a total elimination style attack on that knee with the head taken out. This could be it.
The Eliminators, indeed. Shout out Eliminators.
And you're a vet, you'll back me up on this. I think if Body Bundy had actually hooked the damn leg instead of nonchalantly pinning, we might have new tag champs right now.
Posing for his Instagram reel.
That is, or the TikTok, or whatever the kids play with these days.
And that's just right to the face.
Ooh, kick!
Almost caught him. Looked like he may have grazed him a little bit.
Glancing blow, but still effective. Malachite got out of the way, and now tagging in Katalina, and that means Jack Josh needs to get out of the ring. And Emily needs to get into the ring. Again, like we talked about, it's mixed tag rules. The men with the men, the women with the women.
And the chops with the chops. She's got her on Dream Street.
Amen. The queen pin, Katalina. Still furious after having what could have been a championship taken away from her last week.
And the Bulldog. We could have a new champion right here, Trevor.
In the moment, could be, but... Oh, how about that promise? We won't touch you.
There goes that gentleman's agreement.
Exactly, didn't last long, and now things breaking down in here.
The referee really starting to lose control.
But you're right, Body Bundy saved things for not just his team, but for Emily in her championship. Low bridge, now Emily taken down by the queen pin. And look at Puma using Katalina as a weapon.
He didn't agree not to slam her on her.
And a near fall.
Almost had it.
But you're right. Puma is a gentleman, but also getting pulled out here. And Malachite, I don't know if we entirely caught it there, but Malachite was posted.
Ooh, missed that.
Damage done, and now head first goes Puma Johnson.
Tag team champions.
Remember the knee. It's been under attack the entire match, and now the post. Eric, there's no way Chris Malachite's gonna get out of this. He's not gonna be able to walk.
The ref might stop this match.
You see the concern, our official Don Houston jumping out of the ring, checking, but inside of the ring.
Roaring elbow.
Takes out Emily Locke, and if the official was in there, 1, 2, come on.
We could have counted to 100.
No way.
Don't do it, guys.
You're kidding me.
Oh, European-German combo.
Is Emily gonna win the tag titles? What the hell? What the hell?
Is that what I think it is? Did we just have a title switch? Wow.
I am in absolute shock right now, Eric. You know, I was so focused on the women versus the women, the men on the men. I never even thought about the fact that Emily pins Katalina, and Katalina just lost the tag titles for the Miami boys.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say either. I didn't see that happening. I didn't even think they would let them put the titles under those circumstances, but it looks like we got new tag team champions.
Because we didn't expect such a heinous set of actions from this trio. Exodus, this is freaking ridiculous here. I cannot believe the way that Exodus just won, and then watch out.
They're not done yet. They're going after the Miami boys, making this personal.
Remember, it was always winner take all.
Really for no reason. They already won the titles. This is really uncalled for.
And you're right, again, it was winner take all. And I can't believe the post-match attack. Ridiculous. Way to go, Exodus. Way to go. 2-on-1 taking out a woman to become tag team champions.
The end of this.
No way. I can't believe it. And I'm really worried for this Chris Malachite here. You see Baby Keef starting to come out here to...
His back's hurt. His hurt. What a night. What a night it's been.
It's definitely been history-making, Eric, but a terrible night, to say the least.
You're the Miami boys.
Amen, that's what I was about to say. And a lot more crook than by hook here, and you see the concern here for...
Crowd showing their appreciation.
Indeed, but it's terrible way to end things here. Nevertheless, it's been a night, that's for sure, man. WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem every Monday night at 7 o'clock. Any parting words here, Eric Darkstorm?
Hey, I just want to say thanks for having me in the booth, Trevin. Dark Clouds, baby. We're going to be back. Shout out Bundles, getting married. can bring the wife, bring her on down here because we want those WWN Proving Ground titles.
Hey, better watch out if you're Exodus. You got a lot of eyes on you right now from Michael James, Eric Darkstar. I'm Trevin Adams. Thanks for joining us. WWNLive.com for all things World Wrestling Network.